So today we're talking about how does one go from being a Democrat or an anarchist or socialist or whatever to a libertarian or a Republican, right? Mostly a Republican, conservative, Republican, whatever. Um, by the way, if you're wondering why the hell I look like the way I do and what's going on, I'm actually playing a couple different roles in movies that I'm making, and that's why I got this like different look going on. Um, anyways, when I was growing up, I actually watched a lot of Michael Moore movies. His documentaries, if you want to call them that. They're basically a mockumentary because there's so many lies involved and so much bias going on in there that, like, how can you even really call it a documentary, right? So I used to watch a lot of Michael Moore. And then, if you think about it, there's a lot of movies that push the anti-capitalist agenda and all these different things. That's Hollywood. You know, a lot of people know that that's Hollywood. That's how they work. You only got so many people in Hollywood that actually believe in gun rights and the Constitution in America. I mean, you got people like Clint Eastwood, Charlton Heston, but those are old people. Those are like from back in the day. A lot of them don't even make movies anymore. Right on for Clint Eastwood, though, right? He's still putting out the movies. So, how do you get there? How do you go from one to the other? You know, a lot of people say the older you get, the more likely you are to become conservative, and I agree with that. But then again, when you have so many people out there that you can stay in an echo chamber and, you know, you don't get exposed to all these different ways of thinking, and you don't even want to bring it in. Well, you get people like Bernie Sanders that's a lifetime socialist. You know, they say that he went to different communes, and that they had to kick him out because he was just bringing down the people. They were all wanting to listen to him. None of them was wanting to work, right? So how do you get from here to there? So I was into a lot of punk music back in the day. I still like punk music, certain amount, certain kinds, I should say. Um, but there's a band called Anti-Flag, and you know right away with that name that something's wrong, right? Well, the thing is, a lot of this stuff is very impressionable to young kids, right? And, you know, if you don't have the other influences in your life, you can easily be swept up into this stuff. So, so I believe there's always these fundamental truths that I believed in. I believed in gun rights. Luckily, there is some things that, you know, if you have the right parents, you do know right from wrong. You know, even if you get swept up into crap as you get older and you get certain mindsets, your brain isn't fully developed until you're about 25 years old, right? So you got to figure, I believed in gun rights. I believe that a person should be able to own a gun and defend themselves. At this point, that's almost exclusively a conservative thought process. And another thing would be when it comes to business, I always believed in business. I believe that you should be able to make a business, own a business, and there shouldn't be too many restrictions on businesses. You know what I'm saying? So these fundamental truths actually brought me to at some point finally brought me to libertarianism when Ron Paul was running in 2012. 2008 I was a little too mixed up, a little too young, didn't know much about Ron Paul, didn't get into him yet, but when he started running in 2012 is when I started to realize, hey, I'm actually interested in what this guy's talking about. I would vote for this guy. I wasn't voting yet, but I would vote for this person. It's too bad I didn't vote for him. But so in 2012, he was actually running under the Republican ticket. And the weird thing is, I remember my buddy asking me, well, if you were going to choose a party, Republican or Democrat, which one would you choose? For some reason, I chose Democrat. But who I was supporting was someone running under a Republican name, Republican banner, whatever you want to call it, political affiliation. So that's kind of interesting, right? So even then I wasn't fully there yet because, I guess I'm a late bloomer. I don't know. I was probably, 22 years old at the time, 21, you know. So you got to figure I was starting to actually break through the paradigm, that the Democrats are for the working man. Well, not so quick. They're not for the working man. That's actually part of the lie that they've been telling us for a long time. And then I got even more into history and started realizing even more about that, but we'll get to that in a moment. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a video that I made, I think it was 2017, and it's about when I started pushing for Donald Trump when he started running in 2016. At first, I wasn't really interested in him. I've considered him just a rich guy. Had no real reason to be against him. It was just part of that whole ego that a lot of these people have that think just because you're a rich man that you're a bad man. You know what I'm saying? It's like this socialist ideal. Even though I was libertarian, I still had a little bit of that stuck in me and not realizing. But I broke through pretty quick, because when you're talking to people and you're not in an echo chamber, you got people questioning what you're saying. And then you have to question what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Do I really believe that? Is it really the truth? I'm going to do my research, right? So check this video out.
So yeah, I just wanted to address today what happened personally with me over the election season last year. Obviously, it's still a problem now. It's funny because I've been a libertarian for quite a few years, since probably 2011, and nobody cared then. Nobody cared then. I guess maybe because we didn't have such a strong pull. I'm not saying Trump is libertarian, although if you think about it, there's a lot of things he is libertarian about. Conservatarian is what I would consider it. I mean, that's what I am. I'm conservatarian. It's conservative libertarian, And it's funny because they weren't really mad too much when I first started supporting Trump. It was after we won, of course. It's pretty funny. But, yeah, it's crazy because all of a sudden a lot of my friends turned on me over politics. They're telling me, "Oh, you're so extreme. You got so into identity politics." They're the ones into identity politics. I'm the I don't know. Anyways, it's funny because they call me racist, right? They call me racist. Why? I'm conservatarian. Why the fuck would that make me racist? I'm conservative in the sense that I don't believe in abortion. I believe it is killing a life. And yeah, we can argue about that. Fine, whatever. Or debate even. That'd be even better than arguing. Let's bring some facts in, right? Anyways, it's funny because they consider me racist. I'm a conservative. I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe abortion. I mean, look at Margaret Sanger. She hated the black race. She wanted it exterminated. That's why they came up with abortion, is to exterminate the black race. Blacks are fucking waking up to this too. It's these crazy fucking whites that are... Maybe not. Maybe there's just a lot of crazy people out there in general. But, yeah, so I don't believe in aborting blacks or whites or any other color. I don't believe in abortion at all, okay? And not only that, okay, let's move to the libertarian part, right? Libertarianism is not going to... Okay, it should help everyone, right? It should. That's the whole point of it. It's that we want to leave people alone. We want to let them do what they want to do. As long as it doesn't hurt other people, we're going to let them do what they want to do. And it's funny because those friends, a couple of them especially, were in a fucking meth. I fucking hate these drugs. They're fucking disgusting. But I believe, as a libertarian, if you want to do them, do them. So it's funny, these meth heads that barely can fucking keep their life under control, actually believe in socialism, right? It's kind of funny. They want me to fucking pay for them, even though it's funny. These fucking people, I've had to kick out of my house before. You know what I'm saying? Because I've helped them. They've lived with me for a fucking year. You know what I'm saying? They live with me. Damn. I guess maybe I shouldn't be cussing so much. But they've lived with me. I've fed them. You know, I've helped them. They've stolen from me. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to get into politics. What the fuck is wrong with these people? They're actually voting. There's people out there that are addicted to drugs and they're freaking voting. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they don't have a right to, but their mind's messed up. And this is exactly what the deep state has wanted for a long time. Deep state. It's deep state now. I guess it wasn't at one point. But yeah, I mean, it's just pitiful. I believe in libertarianism. Why would these people act like this? I guess it's just because they lost. I mean, I don't want to be so silly about it, but they lost. They fucking lost. I don't know. It's just sad because I've lost a lot of friends over this, and I went. They're also. It's funny because they're out there talking smack, right? They're talking smack to everyone we know. Everyone we know, they're talking smack. And I get these people coming at me, old friends, ex-girlfriends and stuff, coming at me, talking crap, saying I'm a piece of shit and all this stuff, and like, I'm just sitting back listening to this because I'm like, not even going to debate these people. I'll debate them, but when they come at me with these personal attacks, it's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. It's like, why don't we talk about some fucking policies and talk about some real politics? You come into the political arena and you're gonna bring personal vendetta. I don't know. It's funny. It's really funny, and that's how these people are. That's how a lot of these people are. I really don't want to generalize, I guess, because there are good people out there and there are smart people out there. But there's a lot of dumb people out there. And I don't know, man. I'm just happy that we've got a little bit more of a libertarian president now. We've got yeah, it's really interesting. We have a person that actually believes in capitalism again. That's what's good. Obama said you didn't make that, you didn't work for that. Oh man, that's terrible. Terrible people. Terrible. Obama's messed up. Anyways, yeah, I just kind of wanted to mention about how I have all these ex-friends that are talking crap about me. And, you know, they can come check out my YouTube if they want to talk some more crap, if they want to post a video or something. But, you know, I deleted my fucking Facebook. I got tired of this crap, you know what I'm saying? Facebook is bullshit, dude. It's a fucking bubble, you know? How are you supposed to meet new people on that shit? I don't know, man. I just think YouTube is way better, way more creative apparently, and less time draining. I think it's way more creative, way better for the soul. if I have to say it like that, I guess. But yeah, I just want to mention about how my friends or ex-friends have done this. It's ridiculous, and they don't want to talk about it. They don't want nothing. They don't want to understand what the libertarian view is. They don't want to understand what the conservatarian view is. I'm not full conservative, I guess. I just believe that we do need a government with army backing it, and I do believe that abortion is wrong. I mean, I used to, for my whole life, I believed in abortion. I believed in that it was the woman's right to choose. But then, like, I've always felt a little, last couple of years, I've felt a little weird about that idea. And it's almost like the girls or the women have one-upped us in that sense. Because, you know, they say, oh, you should limit your production of sperm. And it's like, well, you know, I can get my tubes tied, and they can get their tubes tied. You know what I'm saying? They have the equivalent. I can use a condom, they can use the pill, you know? So why is it a woman's choice? You know what I'm saying? Now, if a man walked out on her, obviously it's 100% a woman's choice because, well, he's not even around to say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand all this. Yeah. Oh yeah. We can argue about if a woman was raped. Yeah, but that's like the 1%. You know what I'm saying? We're kowtowing to the minority percentage now. And when I say minorities, I don't mean black people or Mexicans or anything like that. I mean the minority. I mean the 1% of the population that gets so outraged over something that we kowtow to them. Look at milk, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I maybe I'm wrong about this, but it's like 1% of the population actually gets hurt over raw milk, you know what I'm saying? And as long as we're smart about it, I guess. And we're kowtowed to him. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I've noticed that government over the years has rated raw farm or raw dairy farms. You know, when they like say Whole Foods. Whole Foods got rated for their fucking milk in Casa Grande, their raw milk. And it's like, what the hell? This is ridiculous. That's not a free market. That's not at all a free market. We're kowtowing to the minority. I don't know. This is still like my second, third video. So not very good at this yet, but I enjoy it. Don't have a lot of friends now, so I need someone to fucking talk to, I guess, but no. Yeah, maybe okay. Yeah, I'll finish this up later. I'll finish this up later. Okay, peace out, guys.